Okay. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. It's 2020. It's 2020. Let's go. I don't know where to start. I really don't. But I do know that I have a shit ton to do. And I have 5 months to do it. And if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done. And it really needs to get done. So that's what we're gonna do. I think that the problem is that instead of like I think that one of my biggest problems is that I keep preparing for things, or I keep thinking that I need to have something or to have planned something properly before I do it. And the only thing that happens when that's the case is that I end up never doing anything, because I feel like I need to have the perfect notebook to accomplish this and this thing. If to bullet journal, you need to have a notebook, and you need to do it perfectly, and you need to set it up perfectly. And when you don't, because you never do, you don't do it. Because what are you going to write on the first page that's perfect? And what are you going to do on the fourth page that's perfect? And what are you going to do when you fuck it up? Excuse me. What are you going to do when you... And what are you going to do when you do it? What are you going to do when you mess it up and you have to... Or you write the wrong word, or write nothing for a bit, or whatever. What are you going to do when you fuck it up? Basically, you're gonna keep going. That's what normal people do. But for me, I think it's really hard to not do anything perfect. And for me, I think it's really hard to not do it perfectly. And so I end up doing nothing at all. And it sounds like I'm like, oh yeah, when I do something, I do it 100%, and I always do it. I try to do it as well as I can. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, in my head, it needs to be perfect to even go on the page. And when it's not perfect, it does not go on the page. And it's never perfect, so it never goes on the page. Ever. And that's why I never do anything. Ever. And so that, I think, is the mindset that really needs to change this year. I need to move from I need to have this figured out before I do this to I'm going to do it no matter what. It's going to suck. It's going to be really, really bad. It's going to be embarrassingly bad, and I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to make it anyway. I'm going to post it anyway. Just like this video. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm going to post it. I'm going to just move forward into the action phase. And that's what my mom said like 2 years ago. She noticed that this was what I was doing. She noticed that I was being really, really negative and thinking a lot of negative thoughts. And she called me out on it, and she said, it's time to move into the action phase. And I agreed with her, but did I do it? No. I kept buying notebooks, and I kept buying new things, new makeup products, new blenders, new everything, so that it's the same logic as buying a really, really expensive guitar and thinking that that's gonna make you a better guitar player. It's not going to, but that's the logic that I'm using. And it's the same logic as like, I bought a new iPad. I actually did use the iPad quite a bit, but I still sucked last semester, you know? And I really love using that iPad, and I really love using it for studying, but I actually have to use it. I can't just love using it. I have to also use it when I don't love it. And I also have to study when I don't love it. And I think that's really hard. My thinking is really entitled. I think I just feel like I should be feeling good all the time. I should be happy all the time. I should be up and perky and happy and just here all the time, and I'm not. I'm going to suck. I'm going to be really sad and depressed and lonely and all of those things. And I don't want to be. I have this idea in my head that life should be perfect. And I think that's one of the fallacies of the whole law of attraction and spirituality movement, is that their whole focus is that you can have whatever you want. You can be happy. You can create the life that you want. And when you are told that you can do that, and it's easy, it's effortless, all of these words that they use to sell products or books or programs or something, it sells something that isn't real, because the universe, or maybe not the universe, I don't know the whole universe, I mean the world, this world, human that we are, contains the whole spectrum of emotion, and it's meant to. But the focus on just happy, just good, just successful, just I get everything I want, makes it so that when you are not getting those things, when you're not happy, when you go through those emotions of what is the word? When you go through the resistance and the fear and the blame and the shame and all of those things, it makes it so that you think that you have failed at this great thing that you're supposed to have, and it's not good for anyone. So that is number one. Number one rule this year is I'm going to act even though it's not perfect. I'm going to do even though I can't. And I'm going to move into the action phase, even though I'm not prepared, even though I don't know what to do, even though I don't have it planned out. I'm going to do instead of think about what I will have when I have done it. Because the perfection is killing all of it. It can't be perfect. It's impossible. And when I expect it of myself, I don't do anything at all. And it's not working. So, happy 2020 and good Monday.